Lead to respond to calls to action. Receive a handout or receive a report. For example, if you have a church in a growing community of young families with a series of choices about private school, parochial school, and public school, they could produce a document on how to choose the right school for your child. And you could make that available to people, and I can guarantee you that you would have thousands of people asking for a copy of that report. You could also put out something about your Sunday school, and they could care less. You see the difference? Free downloads at websites. I'm sure you all go to websites all the time. Have you started to notice how every time you go to a website, there's a free download button on the home page? Download a white paper, download a free application, download. That's what the iApp thing was all about. It's just about downloading. It's about getting in your face, getting in your presence. In the case of the apps, it's then hoping to lead you on to a premium app that you'll pay for. But in terms of church, what that has to do with is getting yourself in their consciousness, in their inbox, if you will, and then trying to engage them in some conversation about what it is you have to offer. Social media are surprisingly ineffective in lead generation if used passively. So all the dreams that people have about standing up web page or Facebook pages and somehow making everything go right with the Facebook page, that's just delusional. It's all about pushing. It's about pushing things out to people. And so this past summer, I've had a Facebook address for years, but I've never actually done anything with it. But my oldest son, who's 31, who's in web marketing, and he's sort of my guru of all such things, said, you need to be getting into social media. So this summer, I had about 30 best friends forever, and I decided that I was simply going to get more. I was going to friend everyone whose name I could get, who didn't look like a lunatic. I was going to try to build a friendship circle. And it's shameless. These are total strangers. I have no idea who they are. They don't know who I am. But we all kind of agreed that we're going to get in each other's presence. I'm now up to about 1,400 best friends forever. Now, what do I do with 1,400? Twice, 3 times a day, I will post something that invites them to come to me, to receive my blog, to go to my website and read a report that I just wrote, to ask me for a copy of something. And I very intentionally don't put all those on the website. I intentionally make it so that they have to send me their email address to get it. And now I have their email address. That's how you use Facebook in lead generation. If you read the literature about social media, the word you're going to hear is content. It's not about pretty pictures. It's content. Content can be a YouTube video, but content is just as likely and more likely to be a document, a report. The Episcopal News Service does a wonderful job of getting its stuff out on Twitter. I must get 10 tweets a day from the Episcopal News Service telling me about something that they've just published. I don't care about the personalities behind that. I want to read the report. So it's about content. The key to it all is brevity. It's one reason why Twitter has been so successful. That 140 character limit is magic, absolute magic. to force people to say it briefly and to not let them run on and on and on and on. I mean, it is just terrific. There's division about whether you should post the same thing on Twitter and then post it immediately on Facebook using a tool like TweetDeck or Hootsuite. Some say no, you should have a specially designed posting for Facebook. I disagree with that, because I think what happens is they get longer and longer, and the whole point is brevity. Make sure it gets read. You want to give people multiple entry points, and we're going to look at an example of that in a minute. You want to provide ways for people to ask questions. I'm going to show you a page from my blog. The most successful part, the part that I enjoy writing, is the article that I write, very brief, 100 words. But the most successful, the most widely read part of it is the Faith Q&A. People want to ask questions, and they want to have a responsible answer from a responsible person. Of course, once you have all these leads, you need to track them. And see, this is where you as technology people, I hope you're all technology people, can be giving guidance to your constituents on how to use customer resource management tools, CRM tools like Salesforce. I use one called Batchbook, which I strongly recommend. But to help people learn how to manage those leads. Because it doesn't do any good to get the leads if you then don't do something with them. But I just wanted to call attention to some elements. I'm not saying this is the best blog in the world, but I did think it through. And so one is you want to keep building your social network. Everything you send out should have a Facebook and Twitter sign up. You want to get people's email addresses. Email is not dead. It should be personal. It's not institutional, it's personal. You want a call to action, in this case, making a gift subscription. Your goal in a blog is not to be friendly with people, but to be a thought leader. To be an expert on something. To shape people thinking about something. And a good blog will have, if you're going to have text, it should be brief, and there should be multiple elements to it. This one has brief article, a Faith Q&A, and then a summary of what subscribers to my publications are reading. This is a marketing tool. A blog is a marketing tool. It's not a dump. It's not a data dump or a thought dump. It's not a here's what I woke up this morning caring about. It is a marketing tool.